What's up guys, girls, and oh god, it's October. So in one of my videos a while ago, I suggested that RobTop add some new levels to the free games, Meltdown, World, and Sub-Zero. Now, Meltdown and Sub-Zero are pretty par for the course, you know, they got their full-length levels, 3 coins, pretty average, but GD World is really interesting. It's split up into 2 worlds with 5 levels apiece, no coins, and the levels are really short. So today, I thought it'd be a fun idea to make some fan-made levels for a potential third world. I saw this graphic a long time ago of like a fake fan-made like cold world or ice world. So that's what we're going to be building our theme around. So I got 5 level names with songs picked out, and we're going to try and build some gameplay. These are all cuts of regular songs that I cut down to be like 30-ish seconds. In GD World, the levels all were just named after the songs, but I thought that'd be lame, so we're not doing that. The first song here is, I don't know why I looked at this. It's Snow by Waterflame. You get it because it's an ice-themed level, or a snow-themed level. So what I'm thinking is, by the way, I'm probably not going to decorate these on camera because I've said it before, I'll say it again, I think that it's really boring. So this is the first level of World 3, essentially. So, I mean, we've already by this point been introduced to orbs and the ship and the UFO. But generally, this gameplay is still supposed to be pretty easy, I think. So I think that what I'm thinking for this first level, just the general vibe I'm going for, is like something with like these kinds of blocks, right? Something like this, right? Like we got the sort of light bluish styled theme going on here. This is kind of what I'm going for. So we'll just have to see what it's kind of like if Striker was light blue. Let's see if we have any game mode changes we're gonna do here. I think actually this is a perfect part to introduce the robot, and then we'll go back to a cube. I lied, we're gonna do a ball and then we'll go back to a cube at the next part. So we don't want to make the gameplay too crazy. It's not, I don't want to make it like super boring, but I also don't want it to be like too crazy intense, because I mean it's a GD World level. They're not really known for their intensity. So that's a nice easy start, I think. We got some basic gameplay, some really easy jumps, and it actually syncs to the music pretty well. Yeah, so the ship part I think is going to be real easy. Before we find out how easy it'll be, I just want to remind you all that if you are enjoying the video so far, to hit subscribe, baby, yeah! We absolutely eviscerated 100k, and now we're setting our sights on 200k. Let's go! Alright, now back to... Wait, that's not the right music. Hey, I know this song. It's the Sdslayer sponsor song. This video is sponsored by Jett Rider. Jett Rider is an action-packed 2D run-and-gun platformer that'll be releasing on Steam and all major consoles in early 2024. It's filled with challenging quests, RPG elements, and a dash of humor. Jett Rider puts the player in the shoes of a space sweeper hero who stumbles upon a surprising and messy turn of events while picking up wreckage in the orbit of the planet Gravos. In a heroic quest to save the planet and its people, he'll confront tough bosses and fight off enemies of all natures while you make money by recycling space debris and expanding your arsenal and choosing your favorite weapon. The developers have been working super actively to craft the best product they can, and it definitely shows. There is an action-packed free demo available on Steam that you can play for yourself right now. And with all this game has to offer, like the awesome pixel art style, the bangin' music, and so much gameplay awaiting all for free, why not give it a try? There's so much crammed into the demo that it's best for you to just play it for yourself and see what I mean. Plus, it is a video game, and you're a gamer, right? Yeah, I thought so. That's why you're watching a Geometry Dash video. You can click the first link in the description below to access the game's Steam page, and also follow the publisher on social media and join their Discord server for updates about the game. I'll just wait here for a second while you go download it. Alright, now that Jett Rider's in your Steam library and you started downloading it, it'll be ready for you to play once you're done watching this video. So let's get back to that GD World island, huh? Oh, wait, I have an idea. What if instead of having these kinds of spikes on the top, we had, like, colored spikes, right? That were, like, icicles, and they like, drop on you, and you have to dodge them? I would make it pretty hard to get hit by them. Probably, like, they probably fall pretty far in front of you anyways, but... So, the functionality of the icicles falling obviously isn't a thing yet, but... It will be, probably. I don't know. We'll see if I feel like it. And then we'll get to this part, where we will be in our first robot in GD World, I think. I hope I'm not wrong. Maybe we'll put this kind of setup, where like you get launched into the blue gravity portal. Pretty out in there, I think. Pretty out there for a RobTop level, but I think it's cool. And then we can just put maybe like 1 dash orb here. Probably not 2, even though it would sync with the song, because that's... I feel like that's too hard for the average Rob Top level player, the average casual GD player. And then again, I'm gonna make this, you know, pretty easy gameplay. Right? Wow, I can't believe I just did that. Alright, and then we're already going into our final cube. I feel like building this was pretty quick and easy. I almost want to put a speed portal here, but I think I'm going to save the speed portals for now. I don't think there were any speed portals used in GD World, so we're going to introduce them, but I don't think I want to do it on this level. I think I want to wait just a little bit. Okay, and then we'll do this gravity swap thing again. I don't know if I want to call it the level's gimmick, but I think that it ties the beginning together to the end a little bit nicely. You know, they've kind of got something going on, I guess. So I guess it's kind of a neat idea. I probably should try to have gimmicks with all of these to give them their own defining thing other than the potential decoration, because honestly the levels in GD World are very disconnected other than, you know, their decoration. I actually really like this gameplay. Like, I'm not even joking. This is probably some of the most fun gameplay that I think I've ever made. Like, I'm a really big fan of like this part right here. Like, it just feels so nice. It just feels good to play. And then I think we're gonna end back on the ground, since I think payload ends on the ground. And I think we're gonna end in sort of a similar way with just some basic spike jumps at the end. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right. That's our first level done. How long did that take me to build? 20 minutes. All right. I need to pick up the pace here just a little bit. We're moving on to Midnight Run, which I know what song this is. This is F777 Before Midnight. It's not explicitly winter themed, but I think it gave off the vibe, kinda. Also, really quick, I actually do want to go back to the first level and change the background. Obviously, the background and ground are going to be important here, and honest to God, I really think that this background just kind of fits this level. Alright, and then for the second level, I don't know. What vibes does this song give off? I'm feeling cave wall background on this one. Man, it feels weird looking at the level editor without the default cube background. Dear Lord. Alright, so first things first, let's go through and outline the game modes we want to do. So we got that. This is going to be a cube and wave level. 30 seconds of gameplay. Let's see if we can get this done in less than 20 minutes this time. Oh, I like that a lot. Woohoo! This is... I'm getting giddy, bro. This is... I'm like how these are turning out. Oh, man. Oh, man. I haven't felt this... this, like, silly goofy about a video idea in a while. I'm really happy with how these are coming. Oh, should we do fakes in this? No, we'll save them for now. I feel like I'm going a little too hard on the sync here, but I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like it's really easy to. Alright, we're into the wave. Now, Rob Top's, like, wave gameplay is, like, really boring, easy. Like, it's super easy, and it's really boring because of that. So I'm gonna try and mimic that, and wow, we're actually, like, already almost done. Like, this first cube part is, like, half the level already. This is crazy. I didn't expect it to be this easy. Okay. You've been introduced to the wave by now in GD World. You know, Monster Dance Off has the wave, so I feel like this is appropriate difficulty. You haven't been introduced to the mini wave, though, so we're gonna be a bit easier on that, I think. Hopefully this isn't too sudden for the average player. Man, maybe I should test these out. Like, maybe I should make my mom play them and see if she can, if she can beat them. Because if she can beat them, then maybe it's, you know, it shows that these levels are good Rob Top levels. You know, very beginner friendly. And then, of course, we'll put some more D blocks here. Don't want this to be too hard. And then you get to this point. Maybe there's a way to, like, use pads as decorations in the wave somehow to keep the pad theme I was thinking about. I don't know. That might be a little bit ambitious. All right, and let's test out the end wall timing here. It's a little bit late. Okay, that works. I'm pretty satisfied with that. That one only took me like 15 minutes to build. So next up we get to move on to Blizzard, which I don't even know what this song is. I think I found it by looking up ice and picking a random featured level. But it's like an orchestral, like, winter bonanza type deal. So this would definitely be another happy one for sure. I feel like this one is appropriate to do speed changes in. And we'll introduce the spider here, why not? All right, that's that. So this is obviously another happy one. No doubt. So let's brighten that background up. So again, I believe this would be the first time you'd be seeing speed changes. So we're gonna want to make the gameplay like decently easy to start off with. I am starting to think that maybe this gameplay is a little bit advanced for someone who hypothetically just learned about speed changes. So this is going to be very basic and simple. We're not going to have a ton of spider changes, I'd say. Just a couple. Get you in the feels for it, you know? So this part is one that I'm not super sure about. I don't know how you would do... Okay, I don't know how you do ship gameplay in the first place, but making it, like, easy while it's also fast... I mean, easy, fast, and ship are... 3 words that describe gameplay that I don't know how to create, aside from just making like really big saws and just calling it a day. I'm gonna try my best, but ship and UFO are definitely the 2 game modes I need to get better at gameplay the most. Cause yeah, I'm kind of lost right now. And maybe we will do some silliness with gears / saw blades over here. And I think maybe it'd be cool if we ended with like a line of fireballs that are blue, so I guess ice balls. Kind of like in Finger Dash. So that's, I'm gonna leave that possibility open as a subtle nod to Finger Dash, because, you know, I mean, it wouldn't be an Sdslayer video without Finger Dash being mentioned in some way. Final cube part, let's knock this bad boy out. So what I'm thinking is, every time the, like, pitch changes, how it goes like da-da-da-da, 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 that kind of thing. I'm thinking that every time that happens, we swap gravity. Or maybe, like, go higher into the level with, like, a red pad or something. I don't know what feels more climactic, honestly. It's really hard making gameplay like this, because I just don't think RobTop would ever use a song like this. So I don't know how I would how to make gameplay that, like... I don't know how to make gameplay with a song like this that I think fits his style. Alright, I think we're about done. And honest to God, I feel like that one, I'm fine with that one not ending on a solid beat with the end wall, because I honestly think I think it fits the level a little bit better to sort of be like on the fade out already. So yeah, that's level 3. I think it's definitely the weakest of the levels so far, but I also think it's because the song is kind of weird and doesn't really work super well. But now we get to move on to a song that, again, another song that I feel like might be familiar. Lightspeed. Oh yeah. So this one kind of gives off maybe like this kind of vibe, whatever you'd call this kind of thing. I don't know. So I'm thinking that for this level, we're gonna use a lot of black orbs, right? Black orbs are pretty cool. So let's use some of them. Quite a couple of them, I'd say, actually. First things first, though, portal layout. You know, what if we start this one in a different game mode, like a ball? Because that does happen in GD World. There's a couple levels where you don't start as the cube. So let's do that, actually. I think that'd be cool. So I feel like it'd be too mean to, like, instantly introduce the concept. So we're not going to do that like right off the bat, but we will do it very shortly into the part. So by this point, I feel like you should be pretty well acquainted with the ball to where this isn't too bad. I think it's really funny. I imagine that I've been talking about trying to make it beginner friendly the whole time, but then there's also like parts where I just start building like easy demon gameplay because I'm just silly like that. You know, that's just part of the job. The thing that I kind of don't like about black orbs is I feel like it's really hard to make it so you have to hit them. I feel like black orbs are by far one of the most cheesable things in the entire game. So designing a whole level around them is going to be quite the interesting game design challenge, I'd say. I feel like this is the safest way to do it, right? Like if the black orb immediately drops you onto a pad or something, like that's like the only way that you're like forced to hit it because you can't hit that pad otherwise. And then maybe this can be like that one part in Embers where when you flip between the two sides, like there's glow that lights up. think that could be another neat little callback to an existing GD level. I'm just like full of good ideas tonight. I mean, for starters, there's like this whole video, which is like obviously a really good idea. No need to thank me, I'm full of them. Okay, thank God, we're finally into the cube part. And I say thank God because I feel like it'll be arguably easier to force the player to use the black orbs in this part. I feel like it'll be easier in a cube part, especially because the cube is less floaty than the ball, so that's very appreciated. Is it just me or does this level feel longer? It is. It's 9 seconds longer. Okay. Probably one of the longer ones. It might actually be the longest one. I don't know. I'm realizing that it's kind of hard to force the player to use black orbs here as well. Because it's so slow, I feel like this would be much easier in like a double or triple speed part. But that's fine. We can make do. Country boys make do. All right. So we got that done. There's a strange lack of black orbs in this last little bit here, but that's for the sake of being beginner friendly. If we're still keeping that motive up. Basic UFO gameplay, nothing to write home about here, I would say, probably. Maybe we'll just have some of these pillars that have spikes on them, and maybe, you know, we'll color them, right? We'll color the spikes, call them icicles or something. I haven't really thought about what theme I would want this level to have, but it would definitely be related to snow in some way, because that's kind of the idea of this world. I'm remembering like why I hate building UFO gameplay. Oh boy, I'm just not a fan of UFO gameplay. I'm convinced that fun UFO gameplay actually doesn't exist. It's like a myth. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. It's not real. Like, if you held a gun to my head and told me that I had to either find an image of fun UFO gameplay or find a real image of Bigfoot, I'd be searching through the forest trying to get a picture of Bigfoot before you even finished your sentence. So I think that this UFO gameplay is pretty easy, pretty run-of-the-mill. I don't know how I would rob-topify it, but it certainly is some gameplay. I think this level took me the longest out of all of them, which is kind of unfortunate, and I didn't change the ground 2 color. There we go. Perfect, and it works perfectly well with the end wall. So, final level, Winter Race. I don't know if you could guess from the name, but, Race Around the World, woo! This is such an epic song, and it's always just kind of given off that blistering, wintry feel to me. I could just, like, imagine if you had to run a marathon in a blizzard, this song would be playing while that happens, right? Like, that's kind of my thought process. How many of these levels have started with a pad at the very beginning? Probably too many. Again, we're just gonna ignore the fact that RobTop would probably not start levels like this, and we're just gonna... You're just gonna sit here and listen and watch the video and enjoy, okay? That's your job. I don't know what I would want the theme here to be either. I feel like whatever the theme I'd pick here would probably be in the decoration more so than the like level mechanics. So that's probably what I'm gonna have to deal with. Now, obviously, I'm, you know, just building the layouts right now. I don't know if I'm going to get all of these decorated, so I just want to give you a fair warning, you know, the showcases, they may or may not be decorated. Who knows? You know, I'm an uncertain man with uncertain plans. You know, 2.2 could come out tomorrow, man. Like, if it does, I ain't got time to decorate these things, like... Oh, wait, fakes! That's right! I wanted to do fakes in the ending level. So, let's do some of that. See, like, RobTop pretty much always choreographs his fakes, so we gotta use the X's, unfortunately. I'm sure that everyone watching would love it if I, you know, didn't mark the fakes at all, but I'm not that mean. That's pretty good. And we'll get into our wave part. And what if we make it kind of like a pick-a-path? Not exactly, but like, what if we just put some gears around kind of haphazardly and leave multiple options for where you could go? Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? I feel like with this method, you can still tell that there is like somewhat of a path that you're meant to take, a dev-intended route, but you don't have to, so... Okay, then we have a nice chill ball part here, which I'm totally down with. I feel like I've probably mentioned this, like, ad nauseum in my other videos before, but ball gameplay is, like, probably my favorite game mode to build in. I don't know why, I feel like the ball is so versatile, and it's nice and floaty, which means that it's open to some pretty interesting, like, gameplay sequences, I think. I just think it's a really good game mode. Got a fake platform here, right? right? I'm good, right? You know? I'm really running out of ideas here. No wonder GD World was so boring and bland. You can only make so much... You can only make interesting gameplay in so many ways. Alright, robot part. The final part that we have to do before we are done with our layouts. And man, it's a strange feeling. I think these levels are pretty good, honestly. This is a fun little way to spend some time. Plus it has to do with RobTop levels, so I'm sure that you guys will like it. And honestly, I'm happy to you know, deal with the RobTop style, because honest to God, the RobTop style is like very easy to replicate. Well, the 2.0 RobTop style, which I feel like is the style that everyone associates him with, like probably because of a GD World. Like, it's just like the Meltdown and Payload style. Like that kind of level, it's very simple. All right, I think we're just gonna have a couple of basic easy jumps here, and I think that's gonna be our level. Let's make sure it looks good at the end wall again. Okay, it's a bit early. Perfect! Perfect! Alright, so those are our layouts, and yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get into the showcases that may or may not be decorated, and I'm sorry in advance if they aren't. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Special thanks to all the channel members, including Village, Gato, NotKip, PenGPlays149, Zan Lol, I guess, IDK a name, and Isuru. Thank you guys very much for all the support. It means a lot to me. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and this would have been a really good video to make in December.